Hello everyone, this is Ravindra Dundra and welcome to my channel. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about class 9 CBSE Economics chapter number 2, that is People as Resource. In the previous lectures about this chapter, we have already discussed about this quality of population and what are the factors that are responsible for deciding the quality of population. In that, we have seen that it is health, education as well as skill formation. As you all know that in the previous lectures we have discussed about the importance of education and what are the steps taken by the government in improving this quality, access as well as providing to this, or you can say focusing on girl education. So now in continuation with that, we will discuss the next very important factor in deciding the quality of population, that is health. So as you all know that there is a popular saying that health is wealth. That means if you are healthy, you can make more money and you can get more wealth. And at the same time, if you are not healthy, means it is very difficult to make wealth or make money. So we will see how health plays a very important role in our life. So you all know that firm maximizes profit. That means firm means here take that a company or any private company. Here each and every private companies, their always motive is that to earn profits. So if their aim is to earn profits, why would they appoint or why would they take a person who is suffering from this illness or sickness? That means if you are healthy, then only you will be able to find the job, then only you will be able to earn these profits. So that is why health is a very important factor in deciding this, what is that quality of this population. And at the same time, the health of a person helps him to realize his potential. What do you mean by this potential? If a person is healthy, he can think properly, he can study properly, he can gain knowledge. At the same time, he will put all his capacity or potential towards his work. But whereas if he is not healthy, means what happens? He may not be able to fight that illness or sickness, and at the same time he may not be able to earn more profits. That is why you can see a health of a person always helps him to realize his potential. At the same time, it is also helps in fighting the illness of that person. If you are having very good immune power, now you can see always in news channels are saying that try to improve your resistance power or immune system. That means if you are a healthy person, you can make this more profits. If you are not a healthy person, then you may not be able to fight this illness, and if you are unable to fight this illness, you may not be able to earn this profits, or you may not be able to contribute to the country's economy. Therefore health is a very important factor in our life. Then improvement in health status is also the main priority of this country. Why? Because if the entire country's population is healthy, then the country will be towards this development progress. If it is not healthy, what will happen? The people will suffer from different health problems and the country may not be in the development path. Therefore, improvement in health status of the population has been the main priority of the country. That means always the government always tries to focus on the health of the people, and it always tries to improve the quality of health of this population. But how it is trying to improve this quality of this population through the health is that our national policy, it aims to provide, that means we have a national policy on health which aims to provide accessibility of health care. That means no matter poor or rich, each and every person should have this access to the health care. Then family welfare, that means if the family is healthy, the entire nation will be healthy. So focusing on family welfare. At the same time, nutritional service is also one of the main focus by this government. Why? Because nowadays you can see most of the children, they face this malnutrition problems. Therefore government is also trying to provide these nutritional services to the children. And over the past years, government has tried to improve this health infrastructure in the country too. That means by bringing some medicines or infrastructure, whatever is related to this health, it is trying to improve this health infrastructure over the past years after this independence. And because of this only, you can see some of the changes in the country. One thing is that improvement in life expectancy rate because of this government's policy on health. That means number of years an average person can live at the time of birth has actually grown up, and it is now roughly somewhere around this 68 years. That means any person in India can live at the time of birth, can live at an average up to the age of 68 years. But at the time of independence, it was actually very less. So you can see by the policies brought by the government, it is actually improving. Then the next thing is that IMR, infant mortality rate. What do you mean by this? Infant mortality rate is that number of children that die before the age of 1 year as a proportion to 1000 children born. That means those children who are dying before the age of 1 year. And here also there is a decrease in this IMR rate, but once upon a time this IMR was also very high. So what we can conclude is that by the policies brought by the government in the health, we have actually improved this life expectancy as well as this infant mortality rate. So life expectancy rate should be higher and infant mortality rate should be lesser. Then only we can say that our country is healthy. At the same time our population are very healthy, so which automatically helps in the development path of this country. So therefore government is always trying to focus on the health of this population, and but of course it has tried to improve health by different policies. At the same time it has brought some medical colleges, or you can say infrastructure, and at the same time it has also constructed different hospitals, maybe public or private. So many changes were brought by the government in the health sector, but still we are facing some problems in the health sector. What are those? There are only 381 medical colleges in the country, and at the same time only 301 dental colleges are there in this country. That means still we need more and more number of medical colleges. At the same time we need more and more number of dental colleges. And here too only few states in the country such as Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka as well as Tamil Nadu, which are providing or which are having maximum number of medical colleges in the country. Therefore what we are trying to say is that we need to have more and more number of medical colleges, at the same time dental colleges, in order to improve even more and more better health conditions of the country. And at the same time if the entire population is healthy, automatically the country will be healthy, the country will be towards the development path. So health is also one of the very important factor in deciding the quality of this population. Next we will discuss about this unemployment. Discuss about the next very important topic, that is unemployment. What do you mean by this unemployment? Unemployment, it can be simply defined when a person is willing to work, but if he is not able to find the job at the ongoing wages, means we can consider that person as unemployed person, or we call it as unemployment. So here you see unemployment definition: when people are willing to work at the ongoing wages, but if they are unable to find the job, we can say that those people are unemployed. And which group of people we can consider, or who are the people who come under this unemployment, or who are known as this workforce group, is that those people who belongs to the age group from 15 to 59 years of age. If this age group of people, if they are unable to find the job at the ongoing wages, means then we consider them as this unemployed. And you cannot consider a person who is 14 years as an unemployed person. You cannot consider a person who is above 60 years as an unemployed person. So workforce includes only from the age people 15 to 59 years. And this unemployment, it is classified into two different ways depending upon this rural areas as well as urban areas. In the rural areas, unemployment is mainly two types. One is seasonal unemployment, the second one is disguised unemployment. And in urban areas it is mostly the educated unemployment. So now let us discuss about this seasonal unemployment. What do you mean by this seasonal unemployment? How it happens in rural areas? So it happens when people don't find jobs in some months of the year. That means throughout the year these people they find the job only with a very few months in that year, and remaining months they may have to sit idle or they may not be able to find the job. So which sector mainly comes under, which is the best example is that it is this agriculture sector, or it is agriculture where people are mostly, you can say, seasonally employed. For example, during the peak seasons, maybe in the agriculture like harvesting, or you can take sowing, or you can say weeding. So like this, only within very few months of the year people can find the jobs in the rural areas, especially in this agriculture sector, and remaining months they will sit quiet or they will sit idle without having any job. So here you can see only few months they find the job. So that's why when people find the job within very few months in the year, and if they are not getting the job in the remaining months of the year, then we consider those people as this seasonally unemployed people, and the best example is this agriculture. Then coming to the next one, that is disguised unemployment. What do you mean by this disguised? Here the people appear to be employed. That means usually people they work in the field or they work somewhere, but they just appear to be employed, but you can see their actual potential is not getting from this employment. So usually it happens among the family members. Suppose if the family members are working in this any agricultural plot like this, suppose these family members they have an agriculture plot, and this agriculture plot it requires only 5 members, but the family members are total 8 members who are working in this plot. Suppose if you remove this extra 3 members from this work, what will happen? The output will be the same. And suppose even if you add these 3 members, that means total 8 members, then also the output will be same. That means this extra 3 members they are not contributing anything extra to the family or anything extra to this agriculture field. So these extra 3 people we can take them and we can put them in somewhere else, or we can give some work to the in the other places, but all these 8 members are engaged in this field. That means these extra 3 members are disguised, they are not contributing towards this output. So those people who just appear to be employed but their output is not extracted, and suppose this field it has produced somewhere something like 50 bags of rice or paddy, then this 50 bags has to be shared among these 8 members. So that means even if you remove these 3 members, the 5 members will get 10 bags per person. If you take these 8 members, means 8 6 maybe only 6 bags they will get. So here there is a loss of 4 bags for the other members. So here the people are disguised. Even we remove these extra 3 members, there won't be much change in the output, but the wages are shared among the 8 members, which is a loss to that 5 members. So this kind of disguised unemployment also exists in the what is that, in agriculture sector, especially in rural areas. So in the next lecture we will discuss about this urban areas and how unemployment exists in the urban areas. Thank you.